Today is the 26th of February 2019. A very good afternoon. You're watching Lunchtime News on TV1. We are coming to you live and direct from the Newsfirst studios here in Colombo. Bringing you the news, I'm Tharush Kumar Singh. Just before we start off, let's take a look at your headline making news this afternoon. Indian air raid on terror camp across line of control in Pakistan. Heroin peddler sentenced to death by Colombo High Court. Kim Jong-un arrives in Vietnam to a red carpet welcome ahead of summit. Taking a look at your lead story in the Bulletin, the Indian Air Force has carried out strikes on a terrorist camp across the Pakistan line of control. The strikes were carried early this morning. The aircraft dropped 1,000 kilograms laser-guided bombs on a major terror camp across the line of control, completely destroying it. Holding a media briefing hours after India carried out a pre-dawn surgical strikes on terror camps across the border. Indian Foreign Secretary Vijay Gokhale confirmed that Indian Air Force carried out early morning surgical strikes in Pakistan. Starting off with local news this afternoon, 2 police officers were under attack when attempting to apprehend a man with a warrant issued against him.
The man wanted by court for defaulting a payment has attacked a police officer with a steel pipe last night when he was to be arrested. Again this morning, when police officers returned to make the arrest, the suspect had attacked one officer. Police said the injured policemen are receiving treatment at the Horana Base Hospital. The attacker was arrested and will be produced in court. On to a story that Newsfirst have been following up very closely now. The Criminal Investigations Department sealed the armory of the Southern Province Special Investigations Unit, which is alleged to have been involved in the abduction and assassination of 2 businessmen from Ratgama. Newsfirst spoke to top brass of Sri Lanka Police, and an officer said special police protection is in place at the premises of the Southern Province SIU. Earlier, the CID revealed 2 businessmen, Manjula Sailor and Rashin Chintaka, were abducted and murdered inside a house in Akvimana, and their bodies were burnt inside the Udadeniya Forest Reserve in Warasmulla. Following the revelation of this heinous crime, 15 officers attached to the Southern Province SIU were transferred. In an interesting twist to these events, 3 of the 15 transferred police officers have failed to report to their new service stations thus far. In addition, Sri Lanka Police is taking steps to transfer out the remaining 10 officers in the SIU, and if required, the SIU will be disbanded in its entirety. Newsfirst spoke to police media spokesperson SP Ruwan Gunasekara, who said if the respective officers do not report to work, they will be considered as have vacated their posts. So far, the Deputy OIC of the SIU, Kapila Nishanta De Silva, and Sub-Inspector Viraj Madhusankar are currently in remand custody over this incident. In addition, Senior DIG of the Southern Province, Ravi Vijay Gunawardana, was transferred to police headquarters on a temporary basis. Now, a book collection of Martin Wickramasinghe was gifted to Parliament yesterday. This collection of books were presented to the Speaker by Martin Wickramasinghe's Board of Custodials at an event held at the Speaker's office in the Parliament. 132 books written by Martin Wickramasinghe was gifted to Parliament today. His name will never be forgotten in the history of Sri Lanka. In various instances, he has given exemplary messages to the society. He tried to mold the society through literature. Today, I got to know through his family members that he has written another book named Prajapalana Shikshana that will be launched soon. I appreciate this a lot, especially at a time where the politics of the country is in a disappointing state and justice is hanging on a loose thread. Martin Wickramasinghe's efforts should be commended. Now taking a look at the views expressed by the leader of the Janaseta Alliance, Venerable Bhattramula Sila Ratanathera, at an event held in Kantisapura. During this period of 5 years, no one went to talk to the general public. Certain people are preparing to run for the presidential election while having an American citizenship. Are they qualified to run for presidency? These people are trying to hoodwink the general public. Kindly hold discussions with the public. Do not make statements whilst having different intentions in mind. Give up your American citizenship as soon as possible. Take the Sri Lankan citizenship once again and work for your motherland.
Still in local news and taking a look at your headline making news, a man found guilty for peddling heroin and possession charges was sentenced to death by Colombo High Court Judge Shashi Mahendran today. The Police Narcotics Bureau arrested the suspects on the 11th of December 2017 down HR Jyotipala Mawatha in Colombo 14 for the possession of 105 grams of heroin. Indictments were filed against the suspension on possession and peddling charges. The principal of a popular school in Kuliapitiya was arrested for attempting to abuse a 17-year-old teenage girl from the same school. The teenager, in a statement to police, said the principal has made unwanted approaches towards her on multiple occasions. The principal in question will be produced in court. With that, we are moving on to international news.